Madeline, get ready, we are going to enter the house from the back using your phasing powers. I am detecting a strange mutant power beside a familiar presence. It's Mystique. We must go now, Professor X said, increasing the throttle on the van. Madeline mentally prepared herself for the infiltration, then she checked just how visible her diaper was. Very well, she would have to help this new mutant first and restore her pride later. So who are you and why did you save me? Gabriel turned to the girl staring at the fighting before them. The girl's skin began to blister all over. These blisters then popped, allowing blue pus to run all over her body. The pus began to change her skin into a deep dark blue color and her clothes dissolved into a single white garment. Her hair, now covered in blue pus, began to turn red and her blue eyes blinked out. The pus then turned blue. Once this transformation had occurred, Gabriel felt violently sick. His mother was in the same state, but his father remained impassive. I'm a mutant like you, Gabriel, she said in a deep sultry voice. I know what it's like to be shunned by those around you. To be feared and hated because you are different. And I know how you can change all that. Mystique thinks that mutants should be the rulers of this planet and that humans should be culled to make way for a new world order. A voice from the bottom of the stairs said. Everybody turned and saw a bald man sitting in a wheelchair phase through a wall with a pretty teen girl walking behind holding onto the wheelchair. That's not right, Gabriel's mother said. Mystique just melted into a giant falcon and soared out of the window. But she saved me, Gabriel said. Yes, she also started this riot, Madeline said, consciously moving behind the professor to hide her diapered behind. I am picking up Cyclops and the others outside. Madeline, please go and check to see if you could find where the last mutant signal is coming from. I am detecting something strange. Madeline cursed the professor. He was making sure that everybody saw her diaper, so she didn't enjoy wearing them anymore. She moved quickly to the window and then she saw what the professor was talking about. She saw the last mutant signature because she saw Mystique land beside a girl who jumped on her back and they flew the last 2 meters to the car and then sped off into the distance. Yes, Professor, I see the other mutant, a black-haired girl. They are moving into a car and escaping. The riot seems to be stopping, Madeline said, turning. She saw that everybody was staring open-mouthed at her behind. Madeline blushed red. Everybody seemed to shake his or her heads and then turn back to the professor. Thank you, Madeline. I am Professor Charles Yaffle. I believe you called me about the development of mutant powers in your son. That's right, Gabriel's father said. He was being bullied at school when his powers came to the front. Apart from the slight discoloration to his teeth, we had no idea he was a mutant. Gabriel hated being talked about as if he wasn't there, so he turned to Madeline. Was this what it was like for you? Worse, she replied. I was pushed into a locker at school and fell through it. One of Mystique's goons tried to recruit me as well. That was before I met the professor. Excuse me, but where is your bathroom? Gabriel seemed to shake his head. Up there, first door on the right. Madeline moved upstairs. Once in the bathroom, she locked then door and took off her diaper. It wasn't wet, so Madeline used the bathroom and then phased her diaper into the space between the bath paneling and the tub itself. Then she refastened her suit and moved back downstairs. She could already hear Scott and Logan talking to the new mutant's parents whilst she could see the professor talking to the mutant himself. Excellent. Then it's decided. Madeline will come back with us in the van. Logan will take his contingent with him back in the Blackbird. This should ensure that there will be no more rioting in the street, especially if they see Gabriel leave just now. How quickly can you pack? He has already, Gabriel's mother said, moving through to speak to her son. Excellent, the professor concluded, and Gabriel's father moved up the stairs to his bedroom. It dawned on Gabriel for the first time, he would be leaving his parents, his hometown, and everything he had known for 16 years today. He would no longer know exactly how long it would take for him to move from one side of the town to the other. Or every shortcut to every location in town. With this thought, he looked at his mother. He moved over shyly to her, unwilling to display all the emotions he felt in front of these battle-hardened mutant warriors that he hoped he would become.